It all begins once again tour-wise for you
Does.
within a couple of days.
Starts on Tuesday in Shepparton, and from there on it's 5 months of work basically, all over the place. But yeah, we're looking forward to it as usual, raring to go.
You haven't exactly been standing still actually for the past few months with the recording of the new album.
That's right, yeah, we did that towards the end of last year, and then we did all that overseas touring and came back, but we sort of haven't been listening much to the album.
No, it's been in the can for about 6 months now though, so it's sort of growing organically. So
Organically.
that seems to be the key word.
I'm going to get onto organic a little bit later on.
Ethnically.
Organic clothing, yes, we'll touch that one a bit later. The album was recorded and you literally haven't touched it. It was ready, you say months ago, or has there been a bit of work done to it?
Yeah, well, we did a bit of remixing, but basically it was ready quite a while ago, so we haven't been listening to it, so it's fresh for us. And it's out very soon. It's a relief really to get it out there, you know.
Probably would be too. It also gives you the opportunity to get back on the road, which I suppose you miss after a little while.
Don't you believe it?
No?
No, you do in a way, but 3 months into a tour, ask me again.
Okay. Come back in 3 months and we'll do that. Actually, the album's covered with several titles. In Australia, it's Corroboree. New Zealand.
New Zealand is Waiata.
Which means the same thing, I presume.
Sort of, essentially, yes, it does. And
there's also Waiata in the rest of the world as well.
What happened to Jamboree?
Well, I don't know, the reaction wasn't too good. I think they thought it sounded like a Dolly Parton album or something, so...
We don't have the chest for that sort of thing, you know. So really, it's Waiata for the rest of the world. They went for it. Americans said, Waiata it is. So they're going, Waiata.
Yes.
Whatever.
I'd imagine explaining that one over there as well. When you get there.
It gives us something to talk about.
With the band hitting the stage again as of next Tuesday, the lineup, of course, is slightly different as a result of Malcolm not being with the band anymore. Noel on drums. How's that been working out?
Oh, percussively.
Percussively.
Yeah, it's going great. Noel's doing really well, and he's just finished directing our new film clips, and he's drumming, and he's doing the new costumes and Adventure and UV.
And he still finds time to get bored, you know.
He's also grown a beard.
He's a great cook as well. Really good cook.
Actually, let's get on to the clothing, which is a part of Noel's responsibilities within the band. Organic clothing has been the expression thrown around all over the place. Is it worth pursuing this at all? Or
I don't think so, Lee. There's a lot of phrases have been bandied about.
It's a good thing to deny, anyway. You know.
Metalloid.
Forget that one.
Forget that one too.
Yeah.
Okay.
The heads are rolled from that phrase, I tell you.
Stage-wise, though, have you got a special stage developed for this one as well?
Yeah, we have. We've worked on it. There is a set this time, a simple set that we can transport around, but it gives the stage a lot more depth. Something to draw the eyes through the players and down into the back reaches where all the stage hands lurk, and this and that really. But you know, new lighting effects, new songs, new dancing.
Yeah, there's a lot of differences this time around. I think it's good for us. It makes it fresh.
Will you be taking the same show overseas, or is this sort of an Australian version we'll be seeing over the next few weeks?
Well, it's always, I mean, whatever country we're in, that's the version they get. You know, you don't tailor it consciously, but it ends up that way. Whatever that means. Whatever
that means too, yes. Okay, well, you're going to be in town for a while, then heading off overseas. What's the first step? Are you going via America first or first to England?
Yeah, well, it's a trek, basically. We go to New Zealand after Australia for the quick 2 weeks there, then to America for about a month, England and Europe for about another month, back to America and Canada this time for about yet another month. It all goes in cycles, and then possibly to Japan, we're hoping.
Will the album have been released by that, or does it get released as you get to each place?
Simultaneous, I think, everywhere, pretty well.
Yeah, I think so. There'll be sort of weeks apart here and there, but it should be pretty simultaneous, which makes it pretty difficult for us to be in the right place at the right time in a lot of places, but we have to do our best.
Yeah. Are you going with the same single everywhere?
No, I think overseas have chosen a different song. We're not really sure, but it's different for each country, because here it follows a sequence of, like, I Got One Step in History, with I Hope I Never in the middle there. But overseas, like a lot of places, it was just I Got You, so you have to think in terms of what's a good, you know, you sort of tailor it for the countries. But it's their decision, really. We couldn't choose. I mean, we've never been able to choose.
No, we're hopeless, you know, don't give us any decisions, please.
I Got You was like, oh, you know, maybe. One Step was,
It's amazing, they always seem to fall on their feet, though, don't they? With this album, actually, you've once again followed these microphones get in the way a lot, don't they?
Yeah.
No,
there's ways you've got to sit. You've got to learn to sit certain ways when you're on telly, so it's about time I sort of shaped up, I think.
There we go.
I promise I won't do it again.
The same configuration of a few songs from Neil, a few from you, and then a couple of instrumentals once again from Eddie.
That's right, yeah, there was True Colours was 6 of me and 3 of Neil. This time it's 5 of me and 4 of Neil. So
catching up.
He's catching me. Eddie's in there with a couple this time.
Well, of course, Eddie makes his debut as a vocalist on this. I think I mentioned this last time I was here.
his veins bulged.
Yeah.
And the blood went straight to his head.
Wonderful.
It's a wonderful
We
performance.
should have recorded it on video, really. It was worth the world should have seen it, I think.
He cleared the studio out, but we all spied on him. He didn't want anyone watching at all. Fair enough, you know, it was dreadful. I mean, I wouldn't have wished it on my worst enemy, but it's there.
It's all right, Ed.
Are you at all nervous about this album?
Not nervous, no, just anxious to see what happens, really. You throw it out, you know, and see who salutes.
Setting precedence is a bit of a worry at time. You're not concerned about that at all?
No,
Well-
we're more concerned with the next album now. Sort of, it's going to be out and we're going to be promoting it, but our eyes are always on the future somehow. So that keeps us sane, I think,
Yeah.
above level.